What's up, Monster Jam fans? You've got all of the drivers that are going to be getting to compete in Arlington against each other. We wanted to come and hang out with one another, but also hang out with all of you. And man, I'm seeing a lot of good-looking faces, plus Adam Anderson on here, so that's really great. How you guys doing, man? What's everybody up to?
Good.
Just hanging out.
Working
here.
I see a lot of people in a lot of different positions. Obviously, some of us are at our houses. Some of you guys are on the road. Adam and Krysten, you guys are traveling somewhere. Are you guys doing something fun, or where are you heading?
We're just visiting some friends right now, we're excited to get back on the road with Monster Jam and to see all the great fans out there. And but right now we're just kind of having a little bit of me time before we know that it's Monster Jam time.
Yeah. Well, what does Monster Jam time really look like? You know, if it's up to me here the last 6 months, you know, I've been just staring at my gear bag, you know, and it's been sitting in this lonely corner of my garage because it got deduced out there. And like, I miss it. And I don't even want to look at it because it's made me sad because I haven't been able to pull it out of there. I don't know about you guys, but like, I think it's going to be a little bit emotional for me to be able to pull the bag out, throw it on an airplane, head to Arlington, and go cause a little bit of carnage there at AT&T Stadium. I don't know.
I know it will be for me because mine's going to smell like onions because it's been put up for over 6 months now.
Well, I will say, Linsey, Weenk, man, you usually have a pretty good and organized gear bag. Have you left it in the corner of a room somewhere, or like have you snuggled it at night in your bed a little bit when you've had withdrawals, or what?
It's stuffed in the back of my closet, and it's kind of sad because normally every month at least we're pulling those things out and hauling them on an airport and heading to a show, and now it's just sitting there waiting for something to do. So I've definitely got to go through it again and make sure none of the kids took anything out of it, and I don't want to show up without a helmet or a shoe or something. But yeah, it's been a couple more months for me because I got hit there at Indianapolis, so I haven't got to compete since like February 7th. So it's been extra long for me.
I totally forgot that you got clobbered.
Yeah, I did.
And you didn't get to compete.
Oh.
Took it like a champ. I forgot about that. Yeah. All right.
That was unfortunate, and it really was tough watching Mark McDonald drive my truck. Nothing against Mark. I couldn't have picked a better guy to sub in for me, but when someone else jumps in your truck and you're just sitting at home with your leg up in a cast, you're like, dang, this kind of hurts. But he did a good job, and it is what it is. Just make sure when you're crossing a crosswalk, take your earbuds out so you can hear if a car's coming your way. That's just a little tip. Learn the hard way.
Wise advice from the Crusader. Tom, what's up, man?
Hey, just, hanging out here at Monster Jam University. Getting super excited about going to AT&T Stadium. I've had so many cool performances there, going all the way back to Reunion Arena and then, Texas Stadium, and now getting to go here to AT&T Stadium again. I've been at the last 3 events there, and the fans are always super crazy, very excited, and they can't wait to see Monster Jam, and I know all of us drivers can't wait to see them again.
Well, the real question is, I think you probably like a domesticated house cat or something. I'm sure Darcy is ready to kick you to the curb. So who's really more excited, Tom, Meents, or Darcy?
She's ready. We've never had this much together time ever. I mean, it's been fun. She's had a good time too, but I'm ready to see me get back out there, have a wild time in Max D Fire, and looking forward to traveling. Looking forward to getting to compete against all of you as well.
Yeah, it's going to be intense. Now, okay, so AT&T Stadium, Cowboy Stadium. Does anybody know how big that the center 50 yards? Anybody know? I think it's like 50 yards long, that center jumbotron, and the only human being on planet Earth that would probably be looking forward to seeing his mugshot on it ahead of everybody else is Todd LeDuc himself. Right? It's literally the biggest screen that Todd could see himself perform on. Todd, man, you pumped about Arlington or what, my friend?
Yeah, dude, I'm super stoked, dude. Like, Arlington's one of my favorite stadiums ever to go to, and just the whole setup. The Texas fans are just insane, and like I said, I've been chomping at the bit. I love going big, and I would love to put my mark on that screen, but it's massive, it's insane. But no, I'm just really excited. I've been, just after the stunt show, I just been kind of bored. Like you said, I've been staring at my bag, wanting to get out there and stuff like that, and it's gonna be great facing against Adam again. Haven't seen and compete against Tom for a while there, so my first time ever with Krysten. So it's gonna be really, really exciting to line up this Monster Energy truck against all the other drivers.
Hey, Bari, okay, you've been building RC cars galore. I guess you're the RC car master here all of a sudden, but tell me, man, what's it going to feel like that next chance? 'Cause last time you had your helmet on in that zombie truck, you did 240 rotations in a day, ended up in an ambulance, right? Checking your fluids and all this crazy stuff for the Guinness World Record attempt. And the very next time you're going to have your helmet on is in Arlington AT&T Stadium, man. My real question is, who are you looking forward to beating up on more? Todd, Krysten, Adam? I know it's not me. Tom, Meents, maybe. I know you would love it if I beat you, but everybody else, who's going to be that person that's just the victory is going to taste the sweetest?
No, it's not you, Bryce. Ever since I took you out at the All-Star Challenge, it was kind of like, all right, that's old news now. So, but I had to get you back, man. You tried me, but I got you. But anyway, all seriousness, no, it's gonna be great to just compete against everybody. Doesn't matter who I line up against. We're just here to have fun, have a good time, and it's gonna be great being there at AT&T Stadium to reconnect with our fans. We've missed this. I'm sure as much as or more than they've missed us. So I'm excited, man, to just put the helmet on. I'm sure I'm gonna have to work in a donut at some point during that weekend. So yeah, we'll see, man. So my crew's ready. They've assured me that the truck is being prepped right now. So we had to put a new engine in it, or they had to put a new engine in it. And so, should be fresh truck for Arlington.
Well, Krysten is going to be the driver of Gravedigger. Come on, girl. Are you pumped that you're the one that's going to be lifting the Anderson name high through the Gravedigger brand? Because your brother beside you is going to be in a giant Megalodon truck, right? A shark truck. And I actually can't wait to see him go put on a freestyle Megalodon. But you are the Gravedigger in Arlington. Is that exciting? Is it nerve-wracking? How do you feel about it?
I'm feeling pretty excited. You guys were talking about how you're excited to get into your gear bags. I'm excited that mine is going to be much lighter this weekend because I won't be carrying any ATV gear with me to the stadium in Arlington. I'll just have my monster truck gear. I'm excited to get out there on the stadium. No pressure for me being Gravedigger this weekend and having Adam, our senior Gravedigger, sit in Megalodon, but I'm kind of excited to see what I got. I've been in arenas since 2017, since I started with a couple special events here and there where I've competed in stadiums, but I'm excited to see what happens in Arlington. Like I said, I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to do what I got to do, man. There's good Gravedigger fans out in Arlington. There's Gravedigger fans all over the world. They're looking up to me, I'm excited to get out.
And it's the first time, though, Krysten, Adam, and Ryan are competing against each other. You guys were obviously all at the All-Star Challenge, but the first time you guys are going head-to-head at a Monster Jam event like this in this way. Adam, are you going to take it easy on your baby sister? How the conversation going? You're sitting right next to each other. Have you guys started talking trash yet? I know your family enjoys making sure everyone knows that you're apparently the senior Anderson. I've never called you that. I don't know if it's because of the gray hair or what, but who's going to take the victory, and how weird is it going to be being in Arlington and not in a Gravedigger?
It's going to be a little bit weird, but at the same time, I am super relieved. My biggest stunt that weekend is going to be acting like a seal when I jump out of the Megalodon truck, as if it just ate me. I'm super excited about that, and also kicking both their butts, and hopefully all you guys too, behind this giant aquatic animal.
Well, I like the fact that there's 3 Andersons going up against Tom Meents. I know the rest of us are there, and we're going to kick everyone else's butts. But I feel like the Max D versus Anderson family rivalry is going to be in full effect. Tom, let's just shoot straight here for just a second. I mean, do you have anything in mind for Arlington? Are you going to be satisfied if you are anything less than first, or if an Anderson wins? Like, how are you mentally prepared against going against 3 different Andersons?
I think that's what it's all about, is the mental preparation, because we haven't done a whole lot of driving lately. Hopefully my 28 years of experience, I'll learn it back pretty quick, maybe with just a little bit of practice time we might see. But, I've always had special times in that amazing building. I love going there. 2011 was my first trip ever to AT&T Stadium, and I did what I believe to be called maximum total destruction. Destroyed the truck in the worst way ever, stuck it on the floor, sticking straight up and down with the front end completely out of it, 50 feet from the truck. The last time I was there, just in February, I won freestyle. I did a huge backflip, smoky backflip as the engine expired. It was it's always been a great building for me. I've had a lot of success there, a lot of luck at that as well. And I just know, those fans will be going crazy. They get you fired up. You know that yourself. I mean, the most excited you get is when a great group of crazy fans get you going in a fantastic building. There's nothing you can stop you. Going against all 3 Andersons will be a first. They are super tough, all of them. Including Krysten, man. Just to see her rise has been truly spectacular. But it will be a great challenge. But that's the best part about it. When you got great competitors like that to go against, the fans are not going to lose out.
So I think that, I'll be honest with you guys, the thing that I miss the most about the driving part of it, because I want to ask you guys openly what you miss the most about driving, or what you have missed the most this year about driving the truck, and then what you miss the most outside of the truck. But actually driving the truck, I did not expect this, but it's that weightless feeling. And for some odd reason, and here we go down to Florida and we do the Guinness World Record show, and I get to do the speed record, right? The first monster truck to ever hit 100 miles an hour. Well, I didn't get to jump anything, so I haven't been airborne since February, and I miss that weightless feeling. And so I don't know if it's because I've gained weight during quarantine, but I've lost 12 pounds recently. I'll say that I'm in fighting shape, guys. Okay. Well, what do you guys miss the most?
Look skinny.
Thanks, man. I need to fatten up a little bit, actually. What do you guys miss the most about driving the trucks?
I think for me, I miss the adrenaline rush. I mean, you can hop on your dirt bike or quad or do whatever you want on the track, but getting in a high horsepower machine with big tires and big shocks and jumping all over the track, like you said, that weightless feeling, the energy from the crowd, people getting into it, just seeing fans again, familiar faces from old cities is awesome. So many things. That's a tough question, but I'd say for me, the adrenaline rush of being in the truck.
It's 100% that I agree, because it's like when you ask the question, I'm like, I don't know. It's like the weightlessness. Yeah, that's really cool, Bryce, until you land. Then it hurts again. Yeah, I did get to jump at the world record show multiple times, and I'm still feeling it. But it's honestly, it's being in front of that massive crowd. It's that massive crowd. It's the drive behind it. It's being a show off. I can't necessarily say I was a show off in school or anything like that. I was always the funny guy. I love to have fun. And I don't, but to be a show off, to try to be the baddest person there is out there on the track, whether you win or lose, if you have the most unbelievable moment, just like Tom did in what was 2011, Tom, that's stuck in our minds as competitors, as drivers. For the rest of my life, I'm always going to have that image in my mind of Max D stuck stripped down and him thinking he can still go because Tom is mental. But there's nothing left of the truck. And he just doing this. I'm stuck in my head forever. It's those moments.
Yeah. Well, it's cool, too, that fans actually, a quick plug for Monster Jam's YouTube channel membership page. You can go back and watch episodes like that, like Adam's talking about, if you're a channel member. So if you're not a channel member on YouTube, Monster Jam, make sure you guys get on there, subscribe to it. I think it's very affordable, and you get all sorts of awesome content just like that. So what about you, Bari and Todd? What do you guys miss the most about actually being in the truck driving it?
Man, I just miss the camaraderie of everybody, you know, all the drivers competing on, you know, that high level and being able to, you know, line up against some of the best competitors in the business. Now, I don't really haven't been in a stadium setting like this in a long time, so I'm kind of in the same boat as Krysten. You know, we get to hang up the ATV gear for this one show here, this one competition. So it's going to be cool to not have that pressure of doing a triple threat. I mean, that's pretty grueling. So to be able to really just compete on a high level with some of the best talent in Monster Jam, I'm really looking forward to that. Todd's probably still feeding his face over there.
Todd's eating. Well, Krysten, come on, give us something. I mean, you're going out there in grave digger representing. You are now the Guinness World Record holder for the highest jump ever in a Monster Jam truck. Are you excited about? Are you gonna go that high again? Like you set the bar. Literally, you set the bar so high. Are you gonna have to go out there and replicate that, or what?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I have set the bar pretty high for myself, and I can blame myself for that. So I'm sure all the fans in Arlington are looking forward to seeing me really air Gravedigger out that weekend. And I'm looking to deliver. I don't know if I'll get as high as the Guinness Book of World Records, but that's what I'm looking forward to. The biggest thing that I'm actually looking forward to is actually getting back in and getting ready to strap into my truck. I'm sure everybody can agree that at Breaking World Records, when, you know, you'd been rusty and dusty for a couple months now, a few months, then you actually finally got to strap back into your truck and put the helmet and the gloves on, and you're like, all right, I'm right back where I need to be. I'm right back in the groove. This is exactly where I want to be, and I'm ready for that competitive feeling when we're all lined up in the tunnel right there, waiting for the national anthem to play, the fireworks to go, and to go out for intros. That is what I'm looking forward to, that big rush, just like Linsey and everybody was saying. I'm ready to get that competitive edge back on and maybe jump the entire AT&T stadium. Who knows?
She's never been there. She doesn't know how big it is. She's never seen it. You wait. I tried jumping the whole thing. Don't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you guys think in terms of, like, are you as a whole, drivers, are we all going to have more butterflies? Are we going to be kind of more nervous, or do you think we've kind of forgotten what it feels like to have that anxiety almost? That it's not anxiety in a bad way. It's just that intense anticipation that Krysten, you're talking about, I think, right before we all go out there. It's that quiet moment. It's almost like this quiet moment of zen or something. I don't know. To me, I think it's very peaceful too. Do you guys think you'll have more butterflies or less right before that anthem starts on Saturday?
For me, I honestly don't know because of the am I going to be less nervous because she's got all the pressure of being Gravedigger? She's got to be Dennis Anderson for the weekend. Whew, thank God.
I'm gonna puke.
She's going to throw up. I might be fine. But at the same time, people, they love this Megalodon truck. And it's the first time I'm going to be in it. They're probably like, oh, you better drive. I know you're going to drive that thing just like it's a black and green wrecking machine. I'm like, oh man, I guess I'm going to make tuna fish out of this thing tonight. So I don't know.
Adam's been ready for this. He's been practicing these one-liners.
No, I've been in my bathroom by myself for 6 months now, guys, hiding from my kids, homeschooling. This is all I got in life is driving Megalodon from now. So I just can't wait.
Yeah, Adam has said that he just really can't wait to get away from his kids from
I love
virtual
it so much,
school.
but I cannot wait.
I think one of the most unique factors about this show is we've all literally been out of a race mode for so long that there's going to be so much rust on the track. They might need to clean it up after the first round because, like, we're all in the exact same boat. Lots of times you come to an event and you're like, oh, so-and-so's been steady every weekend and you've been out for a couple months. So, but we can't say that now. COVID kept everyone out of the seat. So we're all in the same boat. I think there's going to be nerves for sure, but you can be sure the guy or girl next to you is going to be just as nervous.
Yeah, who's the first person that's going to do something silly is my question.
Oh, God.
That's what I can't believe, Todd did that or something. It's probably going to be me since I've asked the question. I hope.
Yeah, the jinx is on you.
Yeah, sorry. Crap. I keep walking into this stuff. Dang it. I've been doing this a long time, but you've never kind of been in this situation where like you've taken this long outside the driver's seat before either. I mean, you probably didn't really get nervous in as of February. Do you think you'll be a little bit more anxious before that first run?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, to me, it's going to be true elation, honestly. I mean, so excited to be back, and, yeah, it's been, almost 7 months, but I think the most important thing at that is when you think back, you didn't know how long it was going to be, after a month or two. And, the whole time we've been wanting to get back, wanting to get out there, wanting to feel that adrenaline again, and I've never in 28 years, I've never been more than maybe a couple months out of the seat. But the cool part about it, I mean, think of this. I mean, you're talking about adrenaline junkies. We love adrenaline. And, we went from practicing double forward momentum backflips at Monster Jam University, I did, and then being involved with the stunt show, setting a world record, nose wheelie, all that kind of stuff was the top of the game, and now we've been back silent again. And, it's really been a downer, honestly. And the fans are the ones that really push us to the level we get to. They're the ones that take our joy and our elation and shove it right over the top. And I've lived on adrenaline for 28 years. And like I said before, AT&T Stadium is the place. I mean, when you go back to, Krysten wasn't even born then when I was in Reunion Arena and, doing Texas Stadium and Monster Patrol and having huge wreck and, and then that stadium it filled, and it was because of those awesome fans. And, it's been sold out for the last few times, building's full, everybody's jacked up, and I can't think of a better place to come back to in the joy it's going to bring us drivers and the Monster Jam fans.
Yeah, I agree. What about outside the truck, guys? I mean, obviously there's a lot that goes on at an event. This one could look different. It could smell different. It could feel different for us, but and I know it's cliche. I think the answer that all of us would give that feels cliche, but it's truly not, is that it's the roar of the fans, right? Not to quote Brooks too much here, but it really is. It comes down to like listening to the fans, just being elated to be there and to watch them enjoy the roar of the trucks, and hopefully they get so loud that they kind of drown out the trucks. What do you guys think? What's that picture? Almost paint a picture of that moment of you looking out into the stands. What are you guys hoping to see? Are they posters? Are they people with their phones on judgeszone.com? Is it just? I know all of you are really looking forward to seeing the Mohawks in the stands. Okay, I know you all. It's been this gaping hole in your hearts for the last 6 months. But I want you guys to know that we're almost there where you guys will be able to see just this ocean of Mohawks, okay? But other than the Mohawks, what are you guys really looking forward to seeing the most outside the truck?
Man, I myself, I love to watch the crowd and see how they're reacting. And you guys do too, but I think this time is going to be the one time where we're really going to be looking at their reaction when they see the first Monster Jam truck going airborne. And, our whole job as entertainers is to make them forget their troublesome day. And that's what we love to do, is put a smile on families' faces. And for me, I don't care which driver it is, what truck it is. When they're out there, I'm going to be looking at those fans, just seeing if they're having the joyous time that they've known to have. That's what's going to really make me feel happy again.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, as long as we've been sitting dormant and out of our trucks, the fans have been sitting dormant and out of the stands for a long time too. So I'm excited to see how everybody feels to come back. I'm sure that the crowd there is going to be absolutely electric. It's going to be their first Monster Jam show that they have seen since March, pretty much. It was one of the last shows we did. So I'm excited to see tons of Gravedigger signs and Gravedigger merchandise out there in the stands. And I know that our fans are going to be on their feet the entire time because they've been sitting around just as long as we have. So I know they're ready to see some action here soon.
Anyone else?
Hey, I will say, Tom, by the way, Yes, that is a humongous cup of Mountain Dew. First of all, big old say, hey, huge opportunity. I heard through a little birdie that October 24th is Dennis Anderson's birthday. So if you happen to beat 3 Andersons on that day, just saying, it may wreck Dennis Anderson's birthday. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
No, you can give that to Tom all you want, but my dad is not going to care. He's going to forget that he has 3 kids, risking life and limb. He's going to forget it's his birthday. I try to forget his birthday because he can't remember mine. The oldest one, he's got 4 kids, and it finally took him to like last year. He's going to be 60 years old this year, and he's 59, and he just finally remembered my birthday. Oh, man. He remembered my sister's. I don't even know how old she is.
No, he didn't.
He didn't remember yours?
No.
We always forget we have a sister.
Yeah, no pressure if all 3 or any of the Andersons trip and fumble that weekend in Arlington. So thanks for reminding us, Bryce. We already know.
You know, I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident that I'm going to seal the deal.
Yeah, all right. We're gonna have an ocean of puns all weekend.
Oh, I can't wait.
That's what I miss the most about Bryce, is the Bryce puns.
Bryce puns. It's all just before being a dad joke. Keep them coming.
You gotta keep an open mind around me.
Oh.
Okay. I'm losing followers as this is going.
Surprise, Bryce, for picking you up in the muffin van and Bari on the way to Arlington.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, that's
Hopefully
17.
Bryce doesn't turn into Bryce Karen on the way there.
Bryce Karen again.
That's not even fair, man. That's beyond rude. It's beyond rude. That's fine. You know, here we are, we're talking about you guys competing and Max D versus Gravedigger, but I'm gonna be honest with you, Bari, Linsey, and me, and Todd, who decided to jump off because his food was too delicious apparently. You know, I'll just say, you guys, like the 3 of us, like we're it's a reckoning for us. We're kind of sick and tired of. I'm even sick and tired of asking you guys about whether you guys are going to win or compete or something like that. Linsey, Bari, who's going to take home the W at the end of the night? That first time back out there.
Man, it's just going to be the person that can put together the complete package that night, you know, and you just never know until it actually happens. I mean, there's a lot of factors involved. Hopefully we get some good seat time in practice, and, you know, that'll set the tone for everybody and give you the confidence to try and move forward and put together a good night. You know, everybody wants to win. That's what's going to make it great for all the fans. We're going to be out there really, you know, with something to prove. This is the first time back in the trucks in a long time. So I think these fans are real fortunate in Dallas that they get a show, you know, in a competition of this caliber to kick things off. And I'm excited to see the look on their faces and see those zombie arms waving as we cross the finish line first.
Well, I'm going to try to.
I think the neat part about this show sorry, Bryce, is it's got such a spotlight on it too. You got a lot of these fans out there that are motorsport fans. They maybe not worried about if the hockey season started or if football restarted or sports like that. They're motorheads, and they're anxious to see a motorsport back. So not only that, there's no Monster Jam events going on this weekend too. So you got all your co-workers and everybody else having a look at you at this show. So you want to go out there and not to embarrass yourself. So there's a lot of pressure in every different way. But at the end of the day, we're all stoked to be coming back. And like I say, Arlington's a pretty good destination to make that happen. Texas fans are crazy.
Speaking of embarrassing yourselves, where are you right now? Like, are those like window blinds or something behind you?
No, that's a headache rack. I was out spraying the field and got the reminder that we had a meeting in 10 minutes. So I drove my sprayer back to my work truck real quick. And a Sport by Mickey Mouse shirt. Didn't really plan that out today very well, but
I knew it was Mickey Mouse.
Yeah,
I knew it. That's so terrible. I'm glad you could dress up today.
I know.
I'm not gonna lie. Look, I've been wearing some really comfy shirts here lately. You know, being a kindergarten and second grade teacher. and my
Yes.
wife has disowned me.
I would love to be home right now at the kitchen table doing this, but that's just not in the cards for me. But kudos to the rest of you. I'll keep working.
There you go. All right. Well, when I go to work, I would love to be able to wear a Mickey shirt, but I can't do that either. So there you go. Okay, it's walking down the end.
Classy move.
Guys, I'm so pumped just to be with you guys, to hang out a little bit, to get some what feels like normalcy again, because of how crazy this chapter of life has been for all of us for the last 6 months. But I can't wait to get back there with all my buddies. Let's go out there, fire up some trucks with 1,500 horsepower on them, cause a little bit of carnage, entertain some fans, create a little organized chaos, make some noise, whatever it takes. But any parting words to all of those Arlington fans? Maybe they're on the fence about getting tickets. I don't know. But maybe they do have tickets. What would you tell a family that's coming out to watch you compete there at the Cowboys Stadium in Arlington?
That's a good question.
For me, all the safety procedures are going to be there, and, all the havoc's going to be wrecked on the track. And, everybody's going to be super excited to be back, and we want to put on the best performance possible. And, what a great group of drivers. What a great group of Monster Jam trucks. And, I know we all feel the same way. We're very competitive individually, but united, we got the same goal in mind, to make the most entertaining show Monster Jam fans have ever seen.
Well said. Well said. All right, guys, listen, I appreciate you guys jumping on. And if you guys want to do anything in preparation, I would imagine that you should kind of sit down and map out how you're going to do your freestyles, or maybe you're just going to go out there and wing it. But I'm telling you this right now, I've got some special stuff cooking. Okay, I
don't make me hang up. Don't make me hang up right now. Don't make me hang up.
Listen, I don't want to talk too much trash, all right? But I will say this: you better be ready, because I am like this bottle of Coca-Cola that you shook up real hard in Arlington, man. We're gonna pop that top, baby, and I'm gonna create just the biggest mess out there in Arlington at AT&T Stadium that I can. And I just want you guys to know, man, I'm ready. You better be ready, because it's about to happen. It's about to get real. And Ryan's not on here talking any trash either. So there you go. You're
going to get some new hair gel? Is that you're going to open the biggest bottle of hair gel ever.
Mike, it's a great idea. You're just, give me more ideas. It's a great idea. You guys think it should go purple again?
Well, keep talking so you can hang with Ryan and Todd, the guys that have the two biggest heads. Ryan physically and Todd mentally, and all of Monster Jam.
Let's be honest. I only got like one trophy in the sport, and I had to shove it into this round table. Okay, leave me alone.
Oh yeah, I'm driving. Actually, I'm actually in a dump truck right now, and I got all these extra trophies I got to get rid of. So me and Krysten are gonna go now and get rid of all this stuff. So
Adam just sends them the fans as he's walking out of stadiums, and I got a hoard mine, like a little mouse or something, looking for food for his next.
What is that for? I can't even see that little guy.
Yeah, how long does it take? I don't even dust mine because I got too many to dust. Well, you must just dust that every morning. Oh, yeah.
I'm always so surprised. That and my killer mohawk, okay? So thank you, guys.
Yeah.
But
Is that what the award's for?
That's going to make me come into Arlington and kick your butt, all right? So
come on, I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
All right,
I'll
guys.
take a good butt kick, and let's just get out there and get it done.
Let's do
Thank
it.
you, Tom.
You guys have a great couple of weeks. All right, you better be ready. You better be prepared, because I'm coming for you. All right.
Whatever.
All right.
Tom, let's do it. You can kick it a little bit old schooler than me, but and then Linsey a little bit old schooler, and then I'm gonna be semi old school. So, and then forget the rest of these punks. I'm out. Bye. You gotta say bye too, Krysten. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye, Krysten.
All right, guys. See ya. Bye.
All right, bye, guys.
Love you.
See you there.